So beginner band concerts are fairly short. We do two big pieces, two bookend pieces. And you see we're going to do section songs. I try to start at 6:01. My mom told me a story. When I was in junior high, we had two bands, and for some reason only the second band I was in performed in the cafeteria. And my mom was a notoriously running late mom. And she was 5 minutes late, and had like the old school video camera with like the VCR on the shoulder, because my family's that old, and the camera up here. And she got out of the car, rolled in at 6:07, and the concert was over because the director had started 5 minutes early. And I heard that story forever. She's like, "You're gonna be a band director? Never start early." So I always start about 1 minute late, just to let you know. So that was Jingle Bells. That featured the entire band. So now we're gonna break it down and do little songs that each class is gonna do. So we're gonna start with 7th period. This is the flute, clarinet, saxophone class. And they're gonna play an arrangement of Good King Wenceslas. Now we're going to go to our trumpet class, and we're going to be playing Mary Had a Little One. And now our trombone euphonium class playing Jolly Old St. Nicholas. And now it's going to be a little different. This is actually an exercise we do in percussion class. Percussion moves very differently than the brass and woodwind instruments, and the woodwinds and brass move very differently. Also, the woodwinds faster can play. You heard higher and lower notes from them. The brass players have a limited range because their faces are doing all the work, where the woodwinds are doing all the work with their 17 to 21 keys. So it's completely different things going on. So now percussion in class, we play snare drum and we play keyboards, marimbas, xylophones. And this is a combination of two of the exercises they do. And if you're a percussion parent, you should recognize this and you should have heard this at home. The percussionists and snare drummers in the back are doing 5 lines of what's called legato motion study number 1, consists of 8th notes and 16th notes. The students up here are doing what's called a C scale package. Right now it consists of 3 parts. So when these students start learning the scale, if you remember being in elementary music, you learned about do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And all these students will start learning scales, you're hearing them really slow, like bum, 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 bum. Well, because we go faster here, the expectation is a lot higher and a lot sooner. So this is C scale, 3 1/3, and legato motion. If you'll turn to the back of your program, there's a whole bunch of people to thank there. I need to thank the MISD Board of Trustees. I know there's a school board meeting tonight, but I think we have a board member here, or she's there? I think Ms. Ivy's there. She's right there. Thank you, Ms. Ivy. Our superintendent, Dr. Mark Ruffin, Dr. Chris Summers, Ms. Carrie Fitzpatrick. I need to thank Julie Roth, our principal, and Ms. Rogers and Dr. Thompson. They're incredibly supportive along with the counseling team because I give them a list of the band kids and then they put them all in the classes. So if your student has math second period, it's because they have band another certain period. So like all the kids in the first 2 rows, how many of you have classes with other kids in your band? Raise your hand. Okay. Does anyone in band have almost every class with someone else in band? Yeah, because band drives their schedule along with a few other classes, the advanced math and things like that. So our counselors are amazing. I'd like to thank our high school directors. Mr. Cameron is here in the back. He's reporting. Ever say hi, Mr. Cameron?
Hi, Mr. Cameron.
And he's here doing double duty tonight. He's the high school director that comes and helps out during 6th period. His son is in his beginner band concert right now. So he's also wearing the hat of a proud dad. Mr. Humphrey, I believe, is at again. Okay. There was another event tonight that he might be at. and then a few other people on there. If you remember the band council, I didn't have room to list your names. Can our band council please stand up? They're in the back. Please give them a round of applause. They help me after school with giving the kids pizza, helping them move all the equipment, all those things. They do a lot of extra work. And I was telling the younger kids earlier, even though some of them are 8th graders and 7th graders, that they may have a chance to be on leadership here at the junior high or the high school. And so they may be doing what these students are being asked to do. So I want to thank the students for all the hard work. I really appreciate it. I had a really great time teaching you. And I think we kind of had an okay time in class, maybe. They're like, oh, what is this? Oh, they took a pact. We're not going to smile. We're not going to smile. Don't you smile. Band's not fun. Don't you smile. Don't you laugh. I see some people, don't you laugh. I do that all the time. And they're like, because band's a lot of fun. We have a great time. If we weren't having a great time, I wouldn't be doing this 30 years later, but I'm still doing this, and I'm still stuck in junior high. So, and I'm never going to leave until I retire, so it's great fun. I want to thank parents. What you just saw, I know, was a very small snippet of what you probably heard at home, and I know you remember some of the sounds early on in the middle of September, about 3.5 months ago, when you were like, what have we done? You did this. You wanted our kid in band. You did this. You know, thanks for signing the practice cards. I want to wish you guys all a great holiday season and Merry Christmas from behalf of myself, my 2 daughters, and my son-in-law, because we just had a wedding, and it was amazing. And they hear all about my kids all the time. I'm very proud, honestly, pretty proud single father. So our final piece is up on the housetop, and at the end, each row is going to stand up one at a time, and percussion are going to move over there to the word bears. So I need be ready with your phone, and if your student's not standing or has already stood in another row stood up, please keep the applause going so the next row has applause for themselves also. So again, this is our final piece. We've been playing instruments about 3 months, and this is what they can do in 3 months. The next time I will see you guys for a concert is in May. It'll be at the high school auditorium. They will perform first, then the symphonic band, then the honors band, and we started a tradition last year where all the bands combine and we play a piece all together. It'll be a little longer concert, and they'll play at the beginning, then they'll play at the end. There will not be any class songs. This was it. In the spring, they do all band music. So, again, have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thank